Okay, here's an unedited video on a semi-dissection of this is the battery backup for a RAID array drive cache. So what this battery does is when the RAID array goes to write, so a RAID array doesn't write immediately to a disk. It writes to memory because that's faster, and then when it gets a chance, it'll write it to the disk. And so that data that's written to that memory is vulnerable if there is a power failure or some kind of interruption in power to the drive array controller while that data is in the RAM and not on the disk itself. So what this battery does is this battery will keep power to that RAM so that when the server is powered back on, the RAID array controller can write that memory to the drive. And so that's what this battery is. And this one is supposedly bad. It came up on the server as getting ready to fail, imminent failure. So we get to take it apart, and that's the part number there. If you can, if that'll go into focus, hopefully. You can see it looks like two 18650 batteries, cells rather. These are the same cells that are in laptops. They should be, anywhere from 3 to 4.2 volts. And let's see what they are. So from here to here, that's one cell. Let me get my polarity right, but it doesn't really matter. You can see that from there to there is 3.5, and from there to there is 3.9. So it appears those batteries are in good shape. So let me get my tools here. Let's see if we can open this guy up. So let's see. Here's a clip. That just clips that cable, kind of keeps that out of the way. I figure we will have to pull this out. This label, maybe. Because I believe this thing splits down the middle, maybe. It might be glued or something, so we will take that label off. Stick it out of the way. And let's see, I think I see a little clip there. Try not to damage it too bad. It's kind of a neat little holder. Actually, I don't think it's probably going to be glued together, so I may not get that apart too easily. Looks like maybe up. I wonder if I thought maybe it would have let's hoping they didn't glue it, but it looks like it may be glued. So much waste. It doesn't look let's see. Oh yeah. I'm a little apprehensive here. So seems like it splits there. Maybe not. So in that case, the easiest way to get this apart may be to clip that with some cutters and just kind of stick it out of the side. Let's see what we got here. So let's, there are some sensors in there. I don't want to clip any wires. There are some temperature sensors, so there's a temperature sensor there, and I guess there's just the one temperature sensor, and that's, you know, in case the battery overheats while it's charging. I don't want to clip that, so let's try clipping that there, and maybe clipping this here. That out of there. So now, I guess, let's see here. Make sure I'm still in focus in my, let's see. Looks like it's got a little separator in there. So I imagine I'm just going to have to hack on this thing. I think we can pull it off. I think if we break this piece here. Kind of wanted to save this housing, but looks like this is the only way to get it apart. So there you can see the electronics. And this is the battery management electronics. What that'll do is that'll control the charging of these batteries to make sure that they don't overcharge, and of course it will monitor the temperature and make sure that they don't overheat and that they don't over discharge as well. So it will cut power to the device if the batteries were to get too low, which shouldn't really happen, because again, this is just for keeping memory powered up, which should be a low power application. Shouldn't happen for too long, hopefully, in a server. Trying to do this delicately so that I don't short anything out, because look at that, it did come apart. Well, oh well. There you go. Now you can see that there are two cells in there. And the control circuitry. And again, these are the same cells, the 18650s, that you would find in a laptop battery. And let's see, I will show that. Here's a laptop battery. And you will see that there are 3 cells in there on that side, and then 3 on that side. So inside here there are 2, 4, 6 batteries or cells, and if you take 6 and multiply it by 4, sorry, they will be in a series parallel So this battery voltage will probably be 11 point something, I would imagine, because I believe they have them in 3 sets. So 2 in parallel, 2 in parallel, 2 in parallel, and then those 3 banks are in series to give us yeah, there it is, 10.8 volts. So nominally that would be 3.7. So that would be 3.7 times 3, which would be well, it would be 11 point something, but at the minimum voltage would be 10.8 or whatever's on here. Pretty small for me to read. So anyway, that is the teardown of the little RAID controller battery backup.